Well, aren't we a day late and a dollar short? At no fault to you. I just been very busy. Haven't been able to record this, so I'm recording this on Saturday, the day this video is supposed to go live, and we will upload it, or I will upload it tomorrow, which would be today for you, Sunday, hopefully. There will be no Flint Hills video just because I am very, very busy and I gotta find time to edit this once done. But as you can see, I spread some fertilizer and some lime off camera onto the new field that we created that we're gonna end up putting sugar beets in. Yes, I know, sugar beets. Are you gonna let me pick you up? No? Got a couple little pieces of wood hanging around in this field. Don't want to hit it with the planter. Is it really going to do anything? No, but it's just, you know. So, we are going to plant this with sugar beets. And probably, just probably, sleep through the night. It is 1:30 almost in this in-game day. The price for silage is still in the crapper. So, we cannot sell our loading wagon full of silage. Which means we've got no place to put our corn. Or our grass. But, depending on how much money we make from our silage, we might not just cut this for grass, we might make it into hay for our horses, which would be good. And then, if we can start making hay, we'll have to figure out how we can start harvesting some oats. Because horse feed is getting expensive, and as you can see, I had to buy another pallet of fertilizer, which leaves me with a grand total of $22. Yeah, we really need that silage. We're probably going to go into the negatives overnight, which is not great. We can't take out loans, so, you know, that's out of the question. At least this thing's full of seed and fertilizer, and I think we've got enough seed to fill it up again. So, yeah, let's get this switched over to sugar beet right there. We also need to buy the harvester for the sugar beet too, so maybe we should have done that before we go ahead and put sugar beets in the ground, but it's an afterthought, right? You gotta live sometime. This could be a massive flop, and I could waste a boatload of money doing this, but hey, I told you guys I'm putting sugar beet in the ground, so guess what? I'm gonna put sugar beet into the ground. Oh yeah, we also have GPS on this tractor if we really want to start to get fancy. But we'll get the headland done first, at least, before we even think about putting on a GPS line, just because this field is nowhere close to being square and or straight, for that matter. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I know I've got a fair few things planned for Sunday. I've got to get my house trailer winterized. I got to get my one plow truck that I have that we don't actually use started, moved behind some trailers, pull the battery out of it. I gotta get the snow blower hooked up to the tractor and service that. It's been sitting all summer long, obviously. Even though I do live in Canada, we don't have snow all year long. To be honest with you guys, I think it's almost like 80% of all Canadians live south of the northern US border. So it really bugs me when I think it's Raptor fans say we are the North, when some people from the States literally have to travel south to get to us. It kind of bugs me, but you know, it is what it is. So, with that said, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything's working out for you guys. Always like having a GPS line. GPS just makes everything so much easier. Even if we're not completely straight all the time. Turning radius, not great. not terrible either, but we'll get this field planted. It shouldn't take too long. We got a 4.5 meter, I think, planter this is. And it's, I think this would be our smallest field. It might be tied with the cornfield. Maybe. I'm not sure though. It's close. Definitely close. Maybe we should fly up and see, compare sizes once we're done. My field's bigger than your field. Oh. That was a stupid joke. I do apologize. So what are you guys up to getting ready for the change of seasons? If you live in a climate where there is no, like, winter season, kudos to you. And do you guys do anything from the changing of summer to fall to winter? I know we would normally have to get all our patio furniture brought in and winterize everything that's going to sit outside, bring things into our heated shop for storage, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work. When we used to have a pool, you'd have to do a lot of stuff with that to get it winterized, put a tarp over it and drain most of the water out of it. And pools are a lot of work. They are fun and enjoyable, but they are a lot of work. And I don't know what it is, but after you've had a pool for a little while, you normally end up not using it as much. Kind of like a boat. You ever see that one guy? Oh yeah, I'm going to buy a boat and use it every weekend. And after he's owned it for 2 or 3 years, it pretty much just sits in his driveway on the trailer. Yeah. I'm not sure. My family's always been kind of like that. We'll focus on one thing and then we'll get busy doing other things, and we just don't have time to get back to that one thing we thought we were going to have a lot of time doing. Like we always used to have a Thanksgiving long weekend fishing trip out to Lake Erie. That was always a good time. I think I went twice, maybe once. I was young at the time. But I was able to drive the boat because I had my boater's license. I was bragging to all of my friends, and I think it was public school at the time. Yeah, I got my boater's license. I can drive something you can't. You know, what young kids do, right? But here we are now, adulting. As I say that, playing a video game to make a video and post on YouTube for my 2 viewers. Yes. Goatman G rambles. How do you like me now? Well, I'm gonna finish up this field and see when it's done before I incriminate myself anymore. And there we are. Just get that last little bit there. Perfect. I think that's the whole field done. There is a bit of color differences. We mowed the grass in this section, which gave us 2 stages of fertilizer actually, which is different. So I only had to fertilize half the field the first time, and we just fertilized it the second time now when planting the sugar beets. So that's pretty neat. Also saves us a bit of coin. A little less fertilizer is always a good thing. We have very little lime left as well. I think I have one left in that in the little spreader over there. So definitely not a lot of lime. We're gonna have to buy some more lime if we want to either create any more fields, or if the cornfield needs lime, so that's going to be another expense that we are going to need to put out. But that's a reoccurring expense that we should account for. But I think that is everything that we can do today with the sugar beet prices the way they are. Let's just hop up and see the size difference of all the fields here. So up in the sky, I think the cornfield is a little more girthy than the sugar beet field. The sugar beet field is a little bit longer, I think. And the grass field is just both the fields put together, I think. But we've got a pretty nice view of the farm here, other than that road glitching out over there, which we'll just get that out of the camera. Yeah, we've got some decent sized fields. I'm not sure if I want to keep the corn in that field there. We've kind of got the trees moved out of the way now to make harvesting a little bit easier. But I'm not sure if we really need that big of a field for silage. Because now with the horses and hopefully being able to start making some oats and maybe some hay, we can start moving away from silage being our main income. And I just landed on my roof. But with that being said, I think we're going to see what they're offering for a price on silage tomorrow. So I'm going to get some sleep and see you guys in the morning. So here we are in the morning, and we're down $1,501. I completely forgot about the horse helper that we have, which charges us $300 per horse, so that's now going to be $1,200 per day. But our sugar beets are now coming up, so that's pretty cool. They're not ready to harvest yet, are they? Please tell me they're not actually ready to harvest. No, thank God. The corn definitely is. It's in its last state. And the grass should probably be as well. Yeah, definitely ready to harvest. So, what kind of price do we have for our silage today? We've got prices going up. We've got a price sitting at 190 there. I would like to see something over 200. We're gonna have to pass through a bit more time just to see if the Dreaming Tree Farms or the Davis Feed Mill pops up. Davis Feed Mill doesn't actually take silage because, as we learned before, the bale sell points do not take loose material. Yeah. So, pass through some time. So, we've got 208 right there at Eureka Farms. To be expected, Eureka Farms is a pretty good map. If you've never played on it, if you're on console, you're able to have some pretty cool and unique machinery until they had to take them all away. But $208, definitely a good price for silage. Where do we have to take it? Over here. So, make a right, drive all the way down, make a left. We'll be up there on the right. Sounds simple enough. I'm sure I'll mess it up somehow, though. I normally do. So, let's just hop over into the white tractor in Moline colors. Hook up to our silage and run it on over. We're going to have a couple loads to do, so probably a little bit of a time-lapse montage thing. You know what I normally do. I'm sure you've come to expect it, so don't expect any less. Or any more, for that matter. Pulling on up into the sell point. We've got some debt to pay off. Hopefully we can pay that off with this load right here. We're selling at $208 per 1,000 liters. We're into the positives. We are making $3,121 per 1,000 liters, which is awesome. There's a room to get out the back here. Kinda, sorta, not really. Drive into some guy's crops. Not bad, not bad. And, yeah. My uncle told me the best advice, the advice I lived by just before I went to go for my driving test. Any sign that's posted on the road with a white border around it is optional. Stop signs, yield signs, any sign with a white border around it. Kind of like that one. They're all optional. I live my life by that. I get a lot of tickets though. I'm in court a lot, fighting. But that's the rules, right? My uncle said so. He wouldn't lie to me, right?
Scars. I'll brush you off just like the dust upon my shoulder. I have a hunch of who you are. Believe it or not, I got the strength to blow you over. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. Hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. Hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my
So I'm not sure exactly how long that time lapse was going to be. I decided to do most of that in camera, in cab. In camera, in cab. There we go. Yeah. Tested my backup skills. Apparently I'm a pretty good reverser when I'm actually in a cab and it's the same as real life instead of looking at it like a top-down view like we are right now. So that's good to know. I know at least now that my reversing skills in real life are transferable into a video game as long as I'm doing it the correct way. What I'm going to do with that information, I have no idea, but at least it's good to know. I'm going to get the last little bit of silage picked up out of this pit and run back up to the sell point, get my $1,000 or whatever we'll get for this, and I'll see you back at the farm once everything is all said and done. So, with $15,554 in the bank, plus we paid off our $1,000 or $1,500 deficit from last night, we're doing pretty good. We made, I think it was close to, I guess almost $17,000. Well, I guess I could get you the actual number here. We made $17,250, or sorry, $17,025 in harvest income, and apparently we made $65 so far in property income today. We make $125 off of property income per day, but we also have $414 property maintenance, something around there. Apparently a dollar is being added every day on that. Yeah. Plus we're also having the animal upkeep of now $1,200 per day, so we're sitting at $1,600 losing per day. So we need to make at least $1,600 per day to cover our operation costs. Ouch. But the white definitely impressed me on its ability to climb through this pile here. I only had to put the diff lock on once, and that's just kind of because I hit the pile kind of sideways on the tires. But our corn can be harvested, and our grass can be mowed. But first, we need to make sure we have the equipment available to pick up these sugar beets, which means buying more things, and who doesn't like buying things? So we'll just hop up into the store and see what we're gonna buy. So normally, to start getting into sugar beets, you're looking at 22,000 here, almost $120,000 to get into sugar beets, not including a planter to actually put them in the ground. That's a lot of money. A lot of money just to get into sugar beets. And even with this mod here, it's very common. You're still looking at $26,000 to get into sugar beets plus a header. Then you're looking at 30 grand to get a header. It's a lot of money. But this, right here, the PH Mini, pulls out sugar beets. Or so it says. I haven't actually used it yet. But if it says that it does, I'm going to say that it does. And it cost $8,000, and we're going to buy it used, save us $1,600. So $6,400. This looks like it's an implement for our international just because it's nice and small. We're going to buy that. We're also going to need a bucket for our front loader and a trailer to put these sugar beets in. So trailers that we can buy, I've got my eye on one, and I think we barely have enough money. We did buy the bucket already, and to be honest with you, I passed through some time just to get a couple of extra bucks. I think we get about $5 per hour, and we were about $6 short. Yeah, this has got a 12,500 liter capacity as it sits right now, and we can get it up to a 1650, which is better than our loading wagon that we currently have. And the capacity upgrades cost about the same all the way around. So we can also make it into a overloader wagon as well at one point if need be. But for right now, we're going to leave ourselves with $4 left. A whopping $4. But we have everything we need. We bought a 1,000 liter bucket for our wheel loader. We've got that and the actual harvester itself. So, I think this is going to be a job for the Ford with the flatbed trailer. And see if we can play Jenga on the trailer and bring everything back all in one go. Fingers crossed, everything fits and everything works. And if it doesn't, you're going to see it. I'll see you at the store. But before we go to the store, I figured we should probably sell a tree just to get us up off of $2. We did have 4, now we had 2 because I used the chainsaw a little. Oh boy. Buying stuff is hard. So add our quick pit stop to the lumber mill. Let's just pull that trailer into there. $800. 3,000. 12. Wow. That's a lot more money than what I was expecting. How is it that I normally do a massive load and I think I'm gonna get like 25 grand, I get like 20. And when I think I'm gonna get $800, I get $3,000. That seems a little ass backwards to me, but I'm not gonna complain today. $3,000 is better than no $3,000. So, everything's loaded up. That's kind of wedged underneath there. Got the trailer actually strapped on, worked pretty good, and the bucket's in the bed of the pickup. I think we're gonna be alright. Other than the fact that we can't turn. Why can't we turn? The vehicle strap's bugging us up? I think the vehicle straps is bugging us up. Okay, so this just became a little bit more sketchy. Vehicle straps will make it so we cannot turn. No, that means we just need to take our sweet time. And we made it onto our property without losing anything. Wow. Huh. I am proud of that. Very proud. Let's just pull over in front of the shop here. Our shop, not the shop, our shop. And get everything unloaded. I'm not sure why the vehicle straps are bugging up the way they are. But they are, so there's that. We definitely can't win them all. Might as well turn our truck off too. I think it probably has something to do with the back of the trailer might actually be getting caught on the sugar beet lifter, but that's to be decided. We backed that trailer on with the F-150. So hopefully it comes off just as easy with the white. It was kind of nice because the front tires or the back tires picked right up off the ground, kind of like that. Made it pretty easy for getting it on and off. So that's nice. This trailer is definitely going to be a good addition to our farm. We don't technically actually, or we didn't actually own a tipper trailer before this, other than the little one for the lawnmower. I think we actually own 2 for the lawnmower, but the main one's 3,000 liters, so this is a massive upgrade from that. As you can see, it's sitting there in the shop with the same amount of grass as it's had for like the last 8 episodes. Definitely don't use it that much. So this is the first time I've had this thing hooked up to the tractor, so let's see what all it can do. So we can unfold, which brings that out and that out, and we can turn on. Oh, we actually have to turn on. Okay, and lower and that picked up our tires a bit, I think. Didn't it? Just a little bit. Okay. And we would have to do unload here for it to work, I'm assuming, since it doesn't even look like there is a fill type down there. So we'll definitely need to make sure everything's all good there. I do like how it folds out twice, so it'll actually windrow the crops as well. This itself will definitely need to be repaired. I do not want to see what it'll do to us if it's not, so I'm just going to repair it right off the hop. Might as well repair that harvester while we're at it. Might as well repair the windrower too, and that's the main thing we want right there. $59 to repair it. Wow. The plow needs to be repaired for $1. The tractor could be repaired for $60. We'll just repair everything today, because why not? We've got the cash thanks to that one birch tree. And we will just dump this little harvester right over here in the grass. Good spot for it. And turn that help window back off. And I think we are good to start mowing down some corn. So far, this video recording is an hour and 17 minutes. So it's definitely been a little while. Most of it was that time lapse though, I'm hoping. Now, I'm not sure if this tractor would be better because we are right on the cusp of our wheel. And once again, that picks up the tractor a little bit too. I think the 3-point on this just goes down a little bit too low. So I don't think we're going to use this tractor for the harvesting of the corn. I think we're going to do that with the International we used to. We'll just leave the white right there. We'll have to get this trailer moved again. Oh, and we're also going to turn my turn signal off and get this bucket out of the back of the pickup. I know I keep calling it International, it's a Farmall, it's, you know, same thing really. Fold this back up, see if we can we squeeze through here? No, we can't. We'll have to go around. Fair enough. Pipes out, that's unfolded. Get it turned on. Lower down. And we are harvesting corn. Chopping corn, but it's still harvesting nonetheless. What a good day. It would have been nice if I just planted this in a straight row. Would have made it a lot easier. Should also try to get rid of some of these bushes too. That would make it easier as well to see what we're actually doing. I do not want to actually just run over the corn. I don't think we have row crop tires for this, but I should check to see if we have any sort of a narrow tire. I think I'm going to do that coming around the side of the field, see if we've got anything smaller for a tire. Just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves and potentially run over less corn. That was a tree. The wagon got hung up on a tree, I guess. That little baby tree that we can't actually cut down. Because it's a baby tree. And you don't want to be going out killing baby trees. You want to kill the big trees. Cut down every big tree. And get more wood that way. Yeah, random thoughts with Tomanji. Cut down the full adult trees instead of the kitty trees. Yes, yes. Okay, so one lap around. I'm just going to drop the harvester right off right here. Leave that hooked up. I didn't mean to turn the tractor off. I wanted to turn the harvester off, but, you know, can't win them all. And let's see if we've got any sort of a smaller tire. Because those seem to be fairly chunky. And chunky boys. And while we're here, we might as well repair it too. So, the big front weight, tricycle front end, wide front end. 420 weights, 420 standards, clamp-ons, plows, hubs, weights, 380. Nothing is narrower. All we have is 380s. We do have the 340s, but those are duals? I mean, that might be narrower. And that is the correct side that we're harvesting on. Yeah, I guess that would be the best way to go. Did we have fenders on it? Oh, no, I don't think we did. And we had the turbo diesel, which gave us 73 horsepower. I think we just had the pre-air cleaner. I think that's everything. Let's try that. Let's give it the good old college try. The rear end seems to sit a little bit lower now too. Which, that might be good. Might not be good. We'll try it. We'll try it. Might make it a little bit more difficult for, if tricycle front end wasn't tippy enough, get a tire with your duals. So, let's try this now, shall we? Pick that up. Gives us a little bit more room, I think. Just a little bit. Turn that on, put it down. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Feels like the tractor's actually smaller now, but it is what it is. I'm not sure if these are technically row crops now. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there is one way to find out, and that's to drive through the crop itself. Which I don't really want to do. Because, you know, crop is money. And I like money. Pretty sure everyone likes money. So we're not quite full, but I wanted to get this trailer unloaded just because it is getting heavy enough to where we can no longer really accelerate any extra on the headlands. So if we dump it, that'll make it a little bit lighter. And hopefully we can make the whole process go just a little bit faster. It is working pretty good. I think these tires are now technically row crops, to be honest with you guys. I seem to be leaving the odd freestanding piece of corn just in the middle of the field that I've missed with the harvester. So that leads me to believe that these tires are now row crops, which is a little funny. Even when you run them over with the actual dual side, they're still row crops, but hey, I'm not going to complain. This was a stupid mistake. It's not the white. Why am I trying to drive through the pile? Oh yeah, I'll just compact it on my way and it'll be all fine and dandy. Yeah. Sure it will be. Oh boy, oh boy. But, with that being said, it's been a damn good day as I just hit my harvester. And I didn't tell you at all this video, so I'll tell you here at the end. If you've liked the video, please hit that like button. If you like me and you like what I do here, considering hitting that subscribe button really does mean a lot to me. Helps me out a lot. Makes me know that I'm doing an A-OK job and that you like what I'm doing. And of course, if you hit that bell, you'll get notified every time I post a video. And in these coming weeks leading up to FS22, my upload schedule is going to be a little all over the place, and that just proves that we've got row crop tires right there with that nice big line that we just missed. Yeah, with FS22 just around the corner, I've got a FS22 video planned that I gotta actually start working on. I want it to be a really good video, so I gotta spend some time on it. So these videos should still come out hopefully once a week. Flint Hills, maybe not. That takes a lot of time. And depending on what my schedule looks like, might get time, might not get time. So the best way to keep up to date when I do upload a video is a subscription and to ring that little bell. Those two things will help you keep up to date with all the content that I put out, and you will be able to see my misery when we gotta harvest that sugar beet field at a meter working width. I know you're looking forward to that, and I am dreading that day. With that said, guys, thanks for watching. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Toodles!